Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the no cap recap of the Curse of Oak Island, season 12, episode 13, called CAISSONS Ho, originally aired February 25th, 2025. If you missed any of my recaps of previous episodes, there's a link to my Oak Island playlist in the upper right. Let's get into it. Previously, on the Curse of Oak Island, people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 230 years. Preceding this episode was a companion show drilling down episode called The Chosen. I'll put a link in the upper right when I finish that recap. It shed more light on why they chose the CAISSON locations for season 12. The first one goes in on this episode. Rick and Marty Lagina arrive at the money pit as CAISSONS and other equipment are being delivered. It's finally time to start slamming cans since the team has gotten very good information from these boreholes. More on the CAISSON locations are in the drilling down episode that preceded this episode. A link will be in the upper right once I have completed that recap. The first borehole will be 3 feet away from C1. Again, see the drilling down recap for more info on C1. In the northern portion of the swamp, south of Tom Nolan's Road, Billy, Alex, and Katja are continuing to investigate the wood planks found north of the brick structure and cobble path. This is Rick uncovering some of it in the previous episode. Alex finds this piece of shaped wood, but apparently doesn't think it's a top pocket find. Or maybe his vest doesn't have any top pockets. In Lot 5, Fiona is working on a new test pit in front of an opening in the rock formation to see if there was an entranceway there. Previously, in the Lot 5 structure, the team discovered coins, a lead token that is an isotopic match for the 1300s lead cross found in Smith's Cove, and Phoenician trade beads. Today, Fiona finds a small hinge. Still excavating the foundation bottom of the main feature, archaeological assistant Todd finds what Jack thinks might be a diamond. I couldn't get any good pictures of it here, but there will be one later. These are more finds on the island that were dated between the 14 and 1600s, including this 500-year-old garnet gemstone shown here, separated from the brooch it was found attached to. In the uplands of Smith's Cove, a new wash plant is delivered for the spoils from the money pit CAISSONS operation. It is a more modern one that will sort and wash faster and more efficiently. It can spray 1,100 gallons per minute. In the previous episode, Gary metal detected a pin right by the last rock on this map, based on Frederick Blair information. Blacksmith Carmen Legg returns to the island to offer his expert opinion on it, and says one use for it would be for moving stones into place. The Emma dating is mid to late 1700s based on the metal content. The Carmen dating is at least 10 years earlier than mid-1700s. It is mentioned that 1740 is when Duc d'Anville, a member of the Rochefoucauld family, led his mission to take back the area from the British. The Rochefoucauds, if not Knights Templar themselves, had many ties to them. All hands are on deck at the money pit for the first CAISSON of season 12. Rick names it True Believer in honor of all the previous and current searchers. Doug writes TB1 on it and includes a symbol for the Knights Templar used. That was also an early alchemical symbol for gold. Katja Drayton, representing all the women involved in the search, is given the honor of starting the oscillator. In the lab, Emma has determined that the Lot 5 find is not a diamond but is glass jewelry. It has high lead content. It is a French technique that used crushed glass, lead, and other ingredients, making up a mixture that would be melted and then poured into molds to make gemstones for jewelry. These items were very popular and were worth almost as much as the real thing. The Emma dating is 1734 to 1750, which again matches the Duke Danville dates. When asked about it, Laird says it is the first one he has ever seen and agrees with Marty that there was someone important and wealthy on Lot 5. Back in the upper swamp, Billy and Alex continue to uncover the wood plank structure and Katja metal detects. There's nothing metal attached to the boards. But once Billy pulls back another small layer of swamp muck, a big boulder is revealed right next to where the boards end. Billy pulls the big boulder away and Alex sees smaller rocks stacked. He clears the mud away by hand trowel. Dr. Spooner is called, arrives, and says it reminds him of the stone road in the southeastern corner of the swamp discovered by the team in 2020. He says it's likely not a natural formation. It's mentioned that the wood planks and these stacked stones were 5 feet under the muck, under all the water in the swamp. In the Money Pit area at the TB1, CAISSONS rock equipment owner and CEO Vanessa Lucido says the can is at 87 feet underground, and the next hammer grab brings up wood. On this piece, Terry says it's fitted together and you can see where smaller limbs were cut away. This one is said to have been axe or adze cut. At the wash plant, this nail is spotted on the belt. It's irregular, square, and seems to be broken off at the end. Back at the TB1 spoils hammer grab dump area, Katja does finally get a metal detector hit this episode that is preliminary identified as a hand-wrought spike. Rick says it's very heavy, which usually means older. He will take it to Emma in the lab. Next time on an all-new The Curse of Oak Island episode airing March 4th, 2025 at 9 p.m. Eastern, called Sinking In. As the team moves closer to retrieving what they believe to be the chapel vault, a dangerous event occurs in the money pit and the team must adjust their plans quickly to avoid disaster. And March 11th, 2025, called Channeling the Solution. New pathways discovered in the swamp suggest more activity took place on the island than ever believed. And after a professional analysis, a gemstone uncovered on Lot 5 has the team believing that someone with great wealth was on the island before the discovery of the money pit. March 18th's episode is called Open Sesame, which likely means a caisson being put into Aladdin's cave, but there's no synopsis for that one yet. I'll be continuing the Curse of Oak Island recaps as new episodes air late Tuesday nights. I'll also continue Season 8 Retro No-Cap recaps. All of the other seasons and episodes are done and they're in my Oak Island playlist. I'm also doing retro no-cap recaps of seasons 2 through 4 of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. Seasons 1 and 5 are all done and are in that Skinwalker Ranch playlist. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Sempre avanti.